All right. Stop the music. Not really about the music at this point. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Gangster Talk. I want to talk about a few things that's been going on with us and what we've been doing behind the scenes. First of all, shout out to those who are doing the 1 o'clock challenge and who are progressing in the 1 o'clock challenge. This is day 4 of the 1 o'clock challenge. So if you've made it this far and you're still hanging in there, you're doing great. You know, people like Mama Rain and you know, we've been interacting with, Auntie, Dame Frankie and the likes, Rozzy. Hopefully, Rozzy, you'll be ready to get it together. Like I said, the 1 o'clock challenge is, it's not just for Black women. The brothers can join in too. You know, if you got a few pounds you want to lose or whatever, you can come join us. We welcome, anyone. So I want to talk about a few things that's going on here at the Ebony Star Network. Okay, some of you have heard that we are building a new network, the BPN network, that will be airing on another channel. Now, as far as Ladies Night, okay, we are moving Ladies Night to the BPN channel. We will be airing it not this week, okay, because we're revamping it, okay? So we won't be airing it this Saturday. This Saturday in the place of Ladies Night, we will have a Gangster Talk, okay? And then Ladies Night will be back the following Saturday, revamped. And then we're going to air it on 2 channels, the Ebony Star Network and the BPN Network, okay? It's going to be airing simultaneously on both channels, okay? And we're going to be doing that. And so, no, Ladies Night hasn't gone anywhere. It's just going under a revamping, okay? All right, and so, trust me, we will continue to do what we do over here at the Ebony Star Network, all right? But anyway, shout out to Dame Frankie, who's in the chat, E-Nation. The notifications don't go out, so you have to make sure you click on the bell, okay? That's another reason why we're moving to a new channel, because for some reason the notifications don't go out properly on this channel. We can't seem to get it fixed, okay? So, hold on one second here. Let me drop the link for my people who's in the chat. Put this link in Discord. Just going to sit up here and talk a little bit. Not going to have a long thing, because like I said, we're busy in the background. We're working on some things. So, Just want to let you guys want to chime in, let you guys know that we haven't gone anywhere. We are still here. Okay. What up, Hoghead Cheese? Um, so the 1 o'clock challenge, those who are holding strong on the 1 o'clock challenge, keep your heads up. We're getting ready to go into day 5, so we're almost into it 1 week. Sunday we'll check it out again at the end of 7 days. See how you guys feeling. All right, we still got a ways to go. This is just the beginning of the journey, so keep your heads up, keep your nose down, keep pushing. Remember, we're right here. If you need any support, you know where to find me. Okay, I'm always on my Discord. All right, I don't care about what people are saying and saying it's going to fail and stuff like that. I'm not trying to hear any of that. Okay, and don't you listen to that either. You just keep doing what you're doing. Those who are partaking in the 1 o'clock challenge, you keep doing what you're doing and tune people out. Yes, you're going to get that. You're going to get the, oh, you're going to fail. You're going to do. Don't pay any of that anymore. Okay? Just keep doing it. You will reap the benefit in the end. Trust me. Anyway, hold on one second. Like I was saying. Okay, so people, somebody emailed me and asked me about the new Black Power. Well, I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. It's going to be on the BPN network. It's going to be the mentality that we are building over there. See, what we're trying to do is this. We're not trying to change everyone. Okay? We're not trying to change all the Black people. That's nearly impossible. But what we can do is collect some like minds. And those like minds can work together. Those like minds can work together and have a collective mentality. Yeah, definitely hog G's. I agree with you on that. They do. So, so we are attempting to collect Black people that have the same mentality that we have. And we're going to build something. Like, for example, right now, what we're doing with the 1 o'clock challenge, that's the new Black Power. That's part of the new Black Power. Black people helping other Black people. Black people looking to do something about willing to do something about what's harming other Black people. I said it before, you have some Black folks on here that say 82% of Black women are out of weight, or over 80% of Black women are out of weight. That's easy to say, but what are you doing to change it? Well, I can't do anything about it. Sure you can. You might not be able to do anything about the overall 80% right now, but you can do something about a few. You have to start somewhere. You start with a few, and then that number grows as the word spreads. And then that number grows, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Before you know it, you're cutting into that 80%. Maybe you get that 80% down to 75%. Or maybe you get it down to 70%. But if you don't do anything at all, you won't do anything to the number. The number either stay the same or it'll get higher, right? So we are attempting to do something about that number. Yeah, it's small. And I'm sure people are going to say, you're out of your mind. You're not doing anything to change anything. No, we don't believe that. We are changing some lives. Okay? We do care about the people's lives that we are changing with the 1 o'clock challenge. So we're not interested in people saying that we aren't doing anything, we aren't affecting anything. Sure we are. Okay? So instead of us accepting that 80% number or that over 80% number, we decided to not accept that. We decided to take it upon ourselves to do something about that number, to help our Black women. And our Black brothers. Our brothers can join in on this too. Okay? But we're not going to sit here and say, well, man, that's messed up. 80% of black women are overweight. That's screwed up. See, we aren't going to just sit here and repeat that and feel bad about it and don't do anything to try to change it. You see, it's not even the fact of trying to change the entire number. We're talking about an impossibility for now, right? But what we can do, we can change a few lives at a time. That is significant too. See, if a black woman or a brother say, hey, Max, this 1 o'clock challenge, man, at the end of this 1 o'clock challenge, right? Which is a couple of months from now, and a sister or a brother have met their goal and they feel good about themselves. They are healthier now. Okay? They've lost a tremendous amount of weight. They feel good about themselves. They can breathe better. Their health is better. And they say, hey, man, this 1 o'clock challenge helped me out. It was great. See, that's what we're looking for. That's what it's about right there. See, that's black people helping other black people. That is the new black power. That is the mentality that we're trying to establish. Black people helping other black people. That's a part of the new black power. That's a part of the new black power mentality. We understand what the old black power meant and what it means now. It's become corrupted. People have used it for all kinds of nefarious agendas. Hell, you even got the black power fist now, has rainbow colors in it. Okay? We even looking to change that. We have a new symbol for that too. Okay? So, the new black power is about black people helping other black people doing something to try to negate a negative influence on us. Case in point, the 80% of black women that's overweight. And I'm a harp on this because this is something that we're directly trying to do something about right now with the 1 o'clock challenge. That's what the 1 o'clock challenge is all about. It's about cutting into that 80% number. Even if we get it down to 79%, even if we're able to affect 1% of that 80%, that's a step in the right direction. That's a positive outcome. Okay? And then now we have women coming in the chat or getting on cameras, feeling great about themselves because they no longer carrying that dead weight around that they thought that they couldn't get rid of, right? And they're smiling, they're being beautiful black women. Don't you want to see beautiful black women walking around here smiling all the time? Black women who feel great about themselves. I mean, it's a good feeling when you have a happy black woman around in the area, right? She's smiling, she's hanging out. You can feel that vibe, right? It's a good thing. So when you make them happy and they're walking around smiling, they're feeling good about themselves, they're switching, they're feeling sexy, they're click-clacking back and forth. That's a great thing. You know, and you got some brothers walking around buffing it out with their chest out, looking cool and shit. They feeling good about themselves. Now we got black people feeling good about themselves. Okay? They're feeling good about themselves. Sorry about that, I got distracted real quick. And so the 1 o'clock challenge, okay, it's the beginning of this with the 1 o'clock challenge. Again, you hear the statistics of 80% of black women are overweight, right? But who is willing to do something about it? You see, we're willing to do something about it over here at the Every Star Network. We don't care if we're taking on a giant. We don't care anything about that. We feel that the inspiration that we have for each other and the love that we have for each other as black people, we feel that that is gigantic in itself. Okay, that's enormous. That's gigantic. So my care for my people is gigantic. So at the end of the day, 90 days from now or 100 days from now, with how many participants we had in this 1 o'clock challenge, whether it be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Hell, if it's just 5 or even 1, we're going to feel good about changing those people's lives or that one person's life. You see, because if that one person or those Black people feel better about themselves and their esteem is higher, and they feel great about life and that they've met their goals, right? Then we got something, Black people. We got something. And we call that something the new Black power. That's what we call it. The new Black power is about Black people, helping other Black people and doing something about the negative things that affect us. See, at the Ebony Star Network and the BPN network, we're not going to sit back and continue to talk about bad statistics that influences bad behavior amongst other Black people. We're going to take it upon ourselves to try to do something about it. And like I said, that's what we're doing with the 1 o'clock challenge. Right now, we decided to take on the statistic about 80% of Black women are overweight and a large number of Black people are overweight, period. So this is what we're attempting to tackle with this 1 o'clock challenge. At the end of the day, right, you can talk all the statistics you want. You can sit up here and badmouth Black people all you want. You can sit up here and badmouth Black women all you want. But at the end of the day, how many Black people have you helped? How many faces of Black people you can look into with confidence and they smile back at you because they're grateful for you helping them change their lives? How many Black people can you help? How many smiles have you put out there? How many Black people have you made feel good about themselves with your actions? See, this is what the new Black power is all about. It's about making Black people feel good about Black people. It's about establishing a mindset amongst Black people. It's about being around your brothers and sisters and feeling comfortable with a comfortable mentality and a confidence that you can turn to your brother or sister if you're in need or if you need to get something done, and they are going to help you because they understand who you are and y'all have the same mentality. Black people working together. This is a part of the new Black power. And so when I launch the new channel, I'm going to have a full thing that I wrote up about the new Black power. So those of you who will get the new channel will be able to see that broadcast. And I will break down the new Black power in its entirety and what it stands for and what we're trying to accomplish with the new Black power. Okay? You've heard of Black Lives Matter. Well, Black power matters too. Black power matters. Power matters, period. Why can't that power be Black? Why not? Whoever said it could. And if somebody did say it couldn't, why on earth are you believing them? Why are we believing people who tell us that we can't do anything? Why are we even paying attention to people that's telling us that we can't? Value starts within yourself. If you value yourself, then you believe that you can. If I value myself too much, I believe in myself too much to ever listen to someone to tell me I can't do anything. I believe in myself too much to ever sit and allow someone to stop me from doing something. We have to get to that mentality as Black people in the whole. We have to start believing in ourselves to the point where no one can tell us what we can not do. And sure, they try all kinds of ways, you know. They try to invoke impossibilities on us to disparage us from achieving, right? They bring out these long, drawn-out scenarios that are designed to discourage. No, we're going to do something one thing at a time, one small step at a time. You see, it's a process. It's called work. You want to change something, then you have to put the work in to change it. Thank you, my brother Rob. If you want to change something, then you have to change. Take work, Black people. It takes work. It takes work. This 1 o'clock challenge is taking work because we're looking to change the lives of some Black people. The Black people who decided to partake in this 1 o'clock challenge, they want to do so to change their lives. And they understand that it's going to take work. We have to do work. We're not going to change anything without putting in the work. So if you're looking for some change, be ready to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. Because it's going to take work to change things. And we're not afraid of the work over here at the Every Star Network or the BPN Network. We're not afraid of the work. We're looking to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty. We're looking to put the work in. And we're going to do it with a smile. You know why? Because we know at the end of the day, okay, we're going to accomplish the things that we need to accomplish. And all that hard work that we put in, it'll be worth it. I know all you hear is negativity about Black people. We all hear it. I hear it every day. As a matter of fact, I woke up this morning listening to it. I woke up this morning to two sisters tearing the hell out of each other. Okay? I hear it every day. But you see, when we start to develop the right type of mentality towards each other, that stuff will become far and few in between. And eventually it will dissipate altogether. When you build the right mentality. The new Black Power isn't going to happen right away. It's going to take work. It's going to take time. It's going to take us all making a collective effort, a concerted effort, a legitimate effort. It's going to take a legitimate effort to bring the new Black Power to bring the new Black Power into a reality for us, to where it becomes normal for us to live that way. Black people helping other Black people. Black people staying on code. Black people building. Black people looking to solve issues rather than just talk about them as a talking point on social media. It's going to take time to get to that kind of mentality. And it's going to take a commitment for us to get to that type of mentality. You see, you have to believe in something. If you don't believe anything, if you don't believe in anything, you'll never accomplish anything in this world. Because it is your belief that's going to make you act. It's your belief that's going to make you move to bring what you believe into fruition. If you don't believe that we can work together, then you'll have no interest in working together with other Black people. See, I believe that we can work together. See, I think the wrong mentality to have is, well, someday we got to all come together. Black people need to come together. I think we need to stop thinking that way. The more we think that way, the less we come together. I think that we just start working with each other. We have to start doing rather than talking. See, if you don't do anything, then you can't get used to doing anything. You can't hold a job if you don't go to work. those of us who are working the physical jobs, right? What happens if you don't come to work? What happens if you don't punch that clock? Well, you lose your job because you're not working. You're practicing the art of working without working. You can't do that. You have to do something. All of this talking is nice, but it has to have some kind of action. Without any action, it's just talk. And after a while, talk gets on your nerves because you don't see any results. And we can be as intellectual as we want, right? We can sound like professors. We can sound like the smartest people in the world. But if there is no action, it doesn't matter how you sound. There's no action. Black people at this point, in my opinion, need action. We need action. If you feel the way I feel, I'm sick and tired of talking. This is why I took it upon myself and a few of my people got together and say, hey, let's do this 1 o'clock challenge. Because we're tired of talking. We want action. Okay, they say there's 80% of Black women overweight. How do we do something about that? Well, you know what? Let's start this 1 o'clock challenge. It's not much, but it's a start. It's an understanding that Black people want to do something about Black women being overweight, all Black people being overweight, period. We want to do something about it. We're tired of talking about it. We're tired of hearing the statistics. We're tired of it. Sick and tired of hearing white talking points and white statistics. Let's do something about it. Here's the 1 o'clock challenge. We give you the 1 o'clock challenge. We're now doing something about it. And if you join the 1 o'clock challenge, you'll be doing something about it too. You see, because by joining the 1 o'clock challenge, you become a Black person that says, you know what, I'm tired of hearing all of this talk. I'm ready to do something. And I am doing something. See, because at the end of the day, right, what are you going to value more at the end of the day? The person who sat there and talked to you for 30 days and accomplished nothing? Or the person who helped one person every day or every other day for that 30 days? Who accomplished more? Hold on 1 second, y'all. My co-host is up here. Dane, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Chime in. What do you think about what's being said?
I think the 1 o'clock challenge is the first step of of a long plan. Well, first we got to do something. We got to get our health in order, so we have the strength and the endurance to do the things we want to accomplish. Um, because if we don't have our health right, we ain't gonna be no good to anybody, let alone
Oh,
ourselves.
I'm sorry, Dane. I'm sorry, Dane. Hey, brother Bob, that's a powerful idea, my brother. We need to shed a light on that too. I like what you're talking about right there. I'm gonna take a look at that link. That's another thing that we need to get involved in. I know they've been, but you know what, man? They've been doing that. I think they started that back in that whenever they did the No Child Left Behind thing with Obama. But I think it started before that. I think they started pushing kids out about 10 years before that. You know, when they get to a certain age, they just push them out. They just push them out because they know they aren't teaching them anything in these schools, and they don't have any patience to. Let me throw the link in the chat if anybody want to get in on this discussion. Um, um, And they didn't. They've been pushing our kids out for a long time now. People say, well, Obama came in with this No Child Left Behind thing. I don't know. I think it started 10 years before that. They've been pushing these kids out of school at a certain age. They don't really care if the kids know how to read or write or not. They give them a phony diploma. I think they give them all D's or something because D's are supposed to be passing, to 70%. They give them all D's and they just push them on out. They don't care if these kids don't really learn how to read or write in the real world. So I think that's something that they've been doing. And I hear what you're saying here. They had one in Newark, man, at a school called Shabazz, where they had a fiasco there. They had so many graduating students. I think it must have been like 600 of them, and they all had D minuses or some shit. Matter of fact, no, I think the valedictorian out of all of them had a D minus.
Oh,
So yeah, it was pretty bad. They've been doing that for a while, you know. And yeah, that's another thing that we have to get a handle on: education, especially homeschooling. That's also part of the new Black Power education. We're going to talk about that too, real hard and heavy, when we're talking about the new Black Power. And well, that's a real good point, man. They've been doing this to our kids for a long time now. Like I said, people said that the Obama thing. I don't believe that. I believe it was already happening before he came in office. Okay, these kids are in grade school, okay, and they're in the eighth grade, and they're nearly about 18 and 19 years old. Some of them. I've heard of some kids are starting high school as freshmen, already 18 years old, 17, 18 years old. I think that I've seen. I thought that at some point, right, you could sign yourself out of school or whatever. I wouldn't even. If my child was 18, 19, 20 years old, talking about some high school, I would take him out of school and try to find some tutors, or so. I would not allow them to go to that kind of social embarrassment, being older than all of the other kids. That's a personal, social embarrassment that the child, well, no longer a child. I wouldn't even. I would take, if my child is, God forbid, is 18, 19. I'm not putting them in high school. I would pay for some private tutors or something. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to subject my son or daughter to that kind of social abuse and psychological abuse. You know, so it, back then parents had a lot of problems back then. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that parents didn't know anything. I'm not going to say that parents didn't know how to homeschool their kids, but you're talking about a lot of issues back then that caused a lot of families to have serious problems when sending their children to school. I've seen kids come to school dirty because their parents can't afford soap powder, or things to wash their clothes. Seen kids come to school dirty and hungry because the parents was either smoked out or got locked up that day, or got locked up a week ago, and the child lived in the house by themselves. I mean, there was all kinds of reasons back then why kids didn't do well in school. There was a lot of turmoil going on in these homes, okay, that caused these kids not to do well in school. The child didn't want to come to school. A lot of kids was truant because they didn't want to come to school to be made fun of. That was one of the biggest reasons why a lot of children were truant. They weren't truant because they didn't like going to school and learn. They were truant because they didn't want to go to school and deal with the backlash from the other kids because they wasn't wearing the best clothes, or maybe their hygiene wasn't that well because their parents were smoked out and smoked up all of the money and couldn't even do something as bar, a bar of soap. I mean, it was that bad for a lot of families back then. Welcome to the panel, Brother Rob. What's going on, my brother Rob? What's up? I think Bro Rob got his mic muted. Dane, come on in.
Um, yes. Yeah, that's another thing we need to. I was wondering if we should take advantage of this opportunity, um, because of the school system is trying to find a way to do the social distance in the school, and there's no way. Some of the schools, they're already kind of packed up as it is. There's no room. They can't expand to do that. That being an opportunity to homeschool, distant learning. Um, but um, to do the homeschooling, there's not enough
I don't
people
even know
to.
why.
Mhm.
I don't even know what we. I don't even know what. I'm not okay. I understand that some parents have an issue. I don't know what people's problem is right now. It could be all kinds of reasons. But if I'm in a position after COVID, I'm not sending my kid back to school. You have to be out of your mind to send your kid to school now, and you have an opportunity not to. If you can homeschool your child, you need to be on it. Your child needs to be home, safe with you, in a protective environment to where that they can learn and you can keep an eye on them and you can teach them yourself. I would not, if you can help it. I'm not going to be mad and say people, everybody can do this because some people are in a position where they can't do this for some reason. But if you can do this, you need to keep your children home. Don't send them back to any public schools. Don't, if you can help it. You have no idea what's going on in these public schools now, especially with this COVID. They were already trying, as far as black kids is concerned, they were already trying to destroy black kids, especially young black boys, right? Now with this COVID out now, imagine what they're doing. That there's no telling what they're doing in these schools now. These schools are probably turning into absolute laboratories, and the kids are probably all test rats now, for all we know. Exactly, it does, Rob. Homeschooling is the bomb. Kids come out way smarter homeschooling than they ever would in a public school. You know, I favor homeschooling over anything. Homeschooling allows the kid to learn at a faster rate. The kid learns more. The kid is happier because they're in a salubrious environment. Yeah, we do. It's work. We have to put in work. None of this is going to listen. None of this is going to happen just by saying, okay, let's homeschool our children. You have to put the work in. Change requires work. That's why a lot of people are comfortable with sitting on social media and just running their mouths because they don't have to put in any work. And they don't have to be held accountable for anything. So you're not going to put their feet to the fire because they're just running their mouths. Change takes work. I'm definitely in favor of homeschooling over public schools. Absolutely. If you can take your child, what do you want? First of all, we out of our fucking minds having white people educate our children anyway. That's a whole other argument. We don't even want to get into that. That's a whole different animal right there. What the hell do we want white folks educating our kids for? You think they're going to educate our kids properly? Honestly, seriously. So they're basically going to teach your kid how to grow up to be an adult drone. Okay, an adult drone. You had a brother that was on The Apprentice with Donald Trump that had all of this education, right? Had all this. Even Donald Trump said, "Man, you have more education than anybody I've ever seen." This is a black man. You have more education than anybody I've ever seen, but yet he looking to work for somebody. You're looking to work for a man, right, that he can run circles around intellectually. You're looking to be a part of somebody else's company to make them rich, but you have all this education. Eventually, he got smart. He got his own business and everything because he realized that, hey, what the fuck the hell I need Donald Trump for? But that's what I mean by being an adult drone. See, when you go to their so-called institutions of higher learning, you learn how to become an obedient drone. And that's if they're not trying to mind control you in some of these Ivy League, so-called Ivy League schools. uh, well, Ori, I think the past doesn't do anything for us in the future. I mean, it's good to know about it, but I think it kind of gets in our way of progress. Because see, if I have to listen to you tell me a whole thing about slavery, then I'm not progressing. Okay? If I listen to you for 10 hours about slavery, that's 10 hours I'm not progressing. Because at the end of the day, I'm just going to think about what you say, but am I going to apply it to what I need to do going forward? Will it fit in the scheme of things in me going forward? Because, okay, we can talk, let's go back to the Nat Turner thing, right? And the Bible and all that, right? Okay, you can tell me all of that, right? But is it really going to stop me if I've been raised in a Christian environment since the day I was born? And I think that Bible is everything and anything and all things. Do you really think you're going to change my mind like that? With a story about Nat Turner, the Bible, and the slavery. See, we got to we have to rethink about how we use information for our people. This is why I always say you have to understand the mentality of the type of black people you're dealing with. If I know I'm talking to Christians, hardcore Christians who don't believe nothing but that Bible, I have to have a different approach. You see, if you're a hardcore Christian, I'm not going to come at you talking about something. Well, Nat Turner did. I'm not doing it because you're not going to believe anything I'm saying. So, how do I get through to you? I have to find another way to get through to get you to be the type of productive black person that I want you to be, right? The type of productive black person that's going to help black people in the whole. It has nothing to do with whether you've been a Christian or not. See, it's not about your personal thing, okay? It's about understanding what you're dealing with. See? I mean, I've never murdered anyone. I'm not a killer, but it doesn't stop me from understanding the mentality of a killer. And again, you see information, the German uprising. We don't live, you see, we have a lot of information that really don't do anything for us. It's good for chatter. It makes us quite the chatterbox. But in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't do anything for us. It doesn't change our position. It doesn't improve us. It doesn't do anything. But it turns us into nice chatterboxes. We can chatter about it. And we can throw dozens at each other about it. We can do the I know more than you thing. At the end of the day, we haven't improved or we haven't changed. We haven't went one position up in the world. Because that's not what that information is designed to do. So I'm not about having all of these hollow conversations. I'm not into all of this. Well, you know what? I know more about history that don't have anything to do with my people than you do. I'm not into all of that. I'm into let's get something done for black people right now. I don't care what it sounds like as long as we're getting something done. The 1 o'clock challenge is a testament to that. You can sit up here and say all kinds of things you want about the 1 o'clock challenge. But right now, we're 4 days in, and it's helping black people. And we're going to be helping more black people. More black people are going to join because they're starting to hear that it works. So say what you want. You can crack names about it, crack jokes about it. You can sound overly intellectual about it. You can be a blowhard about it. You can, I don't know, you can put an elevator in an outhouse about it. Whatever floats your boat. But at the end of doing all of that, make sure you add it's helping black people. Make sure you add that too. Exactly, Emmanuel Briggs. That's what I'm talking about. What good is it to have all of these all of this so-called heavy, powerful knowledge, right? If all we're going to do is just be chatterboxes. If we're just going to sit here and duel with each other with no results. That's why I don't mess around with debates. I think debates are worthless. You don't do anything. You don't accomplish anything. Not these debates here on YouTube. I don't see anything to come in. Hell, half of these damn debates don't even have a winner. I'm in the college community, they debate all goddamn day long with no victor. How the hell do you debate all day and nobody wins? You don't even know who the hell won. Like, hey man, what's up with that debate? Oh yeah, they started at 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, damn, it's 9:30 at night now. They still debating. Yeah, they still debating. They've been at it. Well, anybody winning? Well, I don't know. I can't tell. For 5 hours ago, I thought somebody said something powerful, and then it fell by the wayside. Wow. I mean, Ori, I look at it this way, right? You see, I'm a man of action. I'm a very successful man in real life, okay? Because I think a certain way, all right? I usually don't care if it's not producing. You know, in the entertainment business, right? Especially the music business, they say either you are on your way or you're in the way, right? So I look at it this way. The debates, what are they doing to help us? See, because I'm always looking to improve. I'm always looking to be the best person I can be. All right. What are we doing? What kind of information? I don't mind listening to some cool stuff every now and then. But when we're constantly hearing the same thing over and over and over again, and we don't have any real results, at some point we have to listen to something else. And the bad thing about listening to something over and over and over again and never getting any results is that you start to regurgitate it. And while you're regurgitating it, other people are listening to you regurgitate it, and then they start regurgitating it. Next thing you know, you're spreading it to other people, and now they're becoming complacent. You know, I chilled out with the black debates on YouTube because they're worthless. They're about nothing. They don't accomplish anything. They don't get anything done. They're worthless. Just a couple of blowhard, intellectual blowhards who want to hear themselves talk. You don't need a debate for that. That's it. I didn't come here to get on into that. I came here to talk about the new Black Power and what the new Black Power is about. So one thing about me is I'm not a dude that's really into um, another person's attitude, right? I'm about what I'm about. I'm about getting shit done. All right. And that's what and that's what it is in real life. You see, in real life, when you ain't about getting shit done, people don't want to talk to you. Okay. Nobody's sitting up here in real life, especially when there's money involved, sitting up here talking about some goddamn debate. If you don't want to get shit done, people don't fuck with you. It's that point blank and simple. I don't want to hear no long drawn out shit. That's the way life works. So, excuse me. The new Black Power is about getting things done. It's about developing a mentality to get things done. It's about moving. It's about action. It's about taking the things we say and bringing them into fruition. This is what the new Black Power is about. It's not about just throwing our fist up in the air looking cool. Well, hell, it don't even look cool anymore than the fist done turned rainbow color. I don't know what the fist is. That's why we changing the image. Okay? They done corrupted what the old Black Power really stood for. So we're changing it. We're adding a new meaning to it, a new mentality. The new Black Power. Black Power matters. If all lives can matter and Black lives can matter and everybody else matters, Black Power, why can't Black Power matter? Power matters, period, right? In the real world, doesn't power matter? Why can't that power be black? Who said it couldn't? And so that's what we're looking to build and establish over here with the new Black Power. We're looking to change the mentality. And no, we're not going to change every black person. We're not out here talking about some, man, we're going to change 10 million black people. We're not even thinking about that. We're not even looking at it that way, period. What we're doing is we're taking one step. And the people who take that step with us stay with us when we take the next step. And we're going to keep taking those steps. And while we're taking those steps, we're going to keep accumulating black people who are willing to take those steps with us, who are interested and willing to take those steps with us. That's what we're doing. And we're going to grow that. Okay? We're not going to get on any bullhorns talking about some, I have a dream. No, we already had Dr. King for that. We're not trying to be Dr. King. We're not trying to be Malcolm X. We're just regular black folks who care about our conditions and who are trying to do something about it. We don't claim to be the next Malcolm X. We don't claim to be the next Dr. King. We just claim to be regular black folks who give a damn about our condition, and we're willing to do something about it. We're willing to start out small and grow it big because we're just sick and tired of hearing people talk with no results. Somebody has to do something. It has to start somewhere. And that's how we feel. Dang.
Yes.
Take over for me for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay. As I was saying, uh, the 1 o'clock challenge is the first step, to working on ourselves, working on people. We got to get healthy, you know. So we'll have the strength and endurance to do what we need to do. We have all these ideas of what we want to do, all these things we want to do, but a lot of us, we're not in the best of health or best shape. You know, our endurance is not as strong as it could be because we're carrying a lot of extra weight. So it's the first step, and as more people know about it and do it, and then we can move on to the stuff that we need that want to do,
Okay,
or the projects we want to.
I'm sorry. Okay,
Huh?
I'm back now. Thanks a lot. Hey, I just saw something that Ari wrote. She said, totally agree, Rob. It seems like unity has been bred out of us at times. I agree with you 100%. That's why you rebuild it. That's how you rebuild. That's why you rebuild it. I agree. It has been bred out of a lot of us. That's why you start now at a small scale and take the steps to rebuild that unity within your heart, within your mind. And you're going to do that by working together. You're not going to do that by sitting up here talking about well, black people can't come together. Well, black people will never be unified. Well, as long as you think that way, it'll never happen. But if you take that first initial step to work with your brother or sister, then it starts to rebuild. You rebuild it that way. You rebuild unity by working with other black people and gaining the confidence in each other, gaining a belief in each other. And then you black people work with other black people. And then all of y'all work with more black people. Now we have unity working. We have black people working together. That's unity right there. You don't need to say it. You don't even need to go to the highest mountain and yell it out. It'll reveal itself automatically when you start working together. And that's what the new Black Power is all about. Black people working together to rebuild unity. Unity takes work. You can't sit up here and say, we want to unify and think that's going to happen. You see, other races of men can say that they want to unify and it happens. You know why? Because they have a history of working together. Their mentality is to work with one another. See, they're unified. It's easy for them to unify because they have a mentality of working together. Black people need to develop the same mentality of working together. Okay? All of this talking about we need to get together and we need to forget all that. We need to work together now. I don't care where you start. If it's just somebody on your job and y'all need to take out a garbage can, right? And for some reason, you can't take the garbage can out of yourself and he can't take it out himself. So what do y'all do? Y'all sit down and say, look, we need to get this garbage can out of here because it stinks. Neither one of us can carry it by ourselves, but if we both grab one side each, we can carry it out together. And you do that and you get that stinky garbage can out of there. So now you've accomplished something. That's unity right there. That's working together. So now you can both go back into your place of business and breathe fresh air. You no longer have the stinky garbage can there. Now that's a small scale, and then that's a funny scenario, but you get what I'm talking about. We just start working together. You see, back in the day, black people worked together. All that was taken away from us. We need to get back to working together. I don't care, even on the smallest scale. Even if it is on your job and you have a project that one person can't complete, help that person complete that project. Get used to working together. Get used to helping each other. Get used to accomplishing things together. If you see a car riding down your neighborhood and you're sitting outside, brothers, and the car has a flat, okay, and it's a woman and she can't change the tire, get together and change the damn tire. It's time to start working together again. You won't get unified without working together. It just doesn't work that way. You won't get unified by sitting up here talking about being unified. It just doesn't work that way. And you most certainly won't be unified by sitting up here listening to people who are telling you, well, black people can't come together. It's not going to work that way either. It's going to work when you decide to put the work in with other black people. And it could be on the smallest scale, as long as you get it started so you can build the mentality. And don't have the mentality, well, I want to see what other people do. No, you do something. The next person does something. Focus on you doing something. We all focus on ourselves doing something to unify. We will unify. But it's not going to happen if we don't put the work in. As a matter of fact, my next rant is going to be about putting work in. Next time I go live, it's going to be about putting work in. We need to understand what work really means. We need to understand why it's so important to put in work. We need to have a deep discussion about work. We need to explore work like we've never explored it before. We need to overturn every rock when it comes down to working. And understand how important work is in order to accomplish our goals and why we need to work. Dame.
Yes.
I want to give him some last words before we get out of here. I'm about to shut it down.
Okay. Well, as Max was saying, this is the first step. We can say we can say that we are doing something. Everything seems to be about talk this, talk that. Very few are actually doing. Um. So uh, so to eliminate the excuse that the black women is too big. Okay, we're gonna help her. We're gonna help her lose weight. But it's not just the black women. We know black men who also need help losing weight. But we also need to do it for ourselves because because we don't get healthy, we can't do anything. Not to mention the way things is nowadays. Um, well, it used to be long term dangerous for your life, but now it's showing that it makes you susceptible to illnesses, and your body can't fight on two fronts. Hmm.
All right. Now it's my lovely co-host named Frankie. Like I said, Saturday night, we will not air Ladies Night. Ladies Night is undergoing a change. We will be back next Saturday. We will be airing it on 2 channels. Um, we will have a gangster talk in the place of Ladies Night this Saturday night. And it's going to be pretty cool. You're going to like it. It's going to be real funny. We're going to be talking about casual drinking and stuff like that. It's going to be real funny. You guys are going to really enjoy it. Thanks, Emmanuel Briggs. Oh, Emmanuel Briggs, you're one of the ones we bring into the new channel. So email me so I can give you the new channel and all that stuff, because we bring it. I think we're bringing 12 mods over to help us build the other channel, and you're definitely one of the mods that we want to bring over, because you've been with us through thick and thin. So on the new BPN network, we're going to bring you over as a mod. We're picking 12 mods, 6 women and six women and 6 men that we're going to help. And you guys are going to be the mods. We're not bringing any more mods over. We're not modding nobody else except for the usual people that we know, like Cynthia G. She's definitely going to be a mod. That is my girl. I love her to death. Any of my pages, she show up, she's getting the wrench. Okay, so, but we're not going to have a lot of mods over there like we did. We learned a lot of things from this channel. We made a lot of mistakes. Okay, and we're using this channel to help us build our new channel much better. Hey, Auntie, what's going on? Auntie, how you doing on the 1 o'clock challenge? This is day 4. Everybody seems to be holding up pretty well. I'm glad to see you in. Are you doing it? How you holding up? So yeah, so we learned a lot from this channel. We made a lot of mistakes. We seen certain things that happened over here. Okay. You lost 3 pounds already? Absolutely. See how fast it works? Like I was telling people, it attacks the stomach first. So you brothers with the beer gut and all that stuff, you definitely want to join this because it will attack the stomach first. It gets rid of the fat around the stomach first, okay, before it goes anywhere else. Great job, Auntie. 4 days in and already lost 3 pounds. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's the new black power. This woman been on this for 4 days and already lost 3 pounds, and she's smiling. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. That is what the new black power is all about. That's it right there. This woman feels great. She's happy. She just lost 3 pounds. Only 4 days in, people. She already lost 3 pounds. And she feels great. She's fine. No, thank you. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what it's about. That's the new black power. Black is beautiful, right? That's a beautiful thing. We're helping black people, and we're proud of that. And we're going to boast about helping black people. The more black people we see smile like Auntie and feel good about themselves, the harder we're going to boast and the harder we're going to work helping black people. Yeah, Briggs, man, you down with us, man. We bring you over to the new channel. We're only doing 12 mods over there, 12 main mods over there, and we're not getting any more main mods except for the, our super mods, like our special mods, like a Cynthia G, you know, or somebody like that. Like I said, Cynthia gets whatever channel I have, she will always get a raise. So, you know what I'm saying? I love Cynthia. That's my people. You know what I'm saying? So she gets a rich on any of my channel. But yo, we're just bringing 12 mods over, you know, Briggs. So we'll get you the new channel link. So when we launch it, you'll get the notification. You'll come on over and we'll make you mod. We're only doing 12 mods from here. Like I said, we learned a lot from this channel, man. We saw the mistakes we made. We saw the positive things we did that we want to build off of. But we also saw them say, we ain't shutting this channel down. This channel's still going to exist. We're still going to have the E-Star Network. It ain't going nowhere. Okay? Right? It ain't going to, we're just going to try to fix it. We're going to try to revamp it. Okay? While we're growing the new BPN channel. Okay? And we're going to work on revamping this and stuff like that. But, you know, we learned some things from this channel. The do's and the don'ts. We learned the positiveness about this channel, and we also saw the mistakes that we made. So we think that we had the mistakes eliminated, and we're building a new fresh BPN network on another part of YouTube. So that's going to be there. And we're bringing 6 of our strong peoples with us: Emmanuel Briggs, Auntie, Mama Rain, Rozzy, Fahim Divine, Black Sea Supreme, you know, our strong peoples, you know. We're bringing 12 of y'all to help us build that, to model over there and help us build that new channel. Definitely got to have my man, definitely got to have Briggs over there, man. It ain't going to even be right without you, Briggs. I got to see you over there because I got to, you know, I got you. We got to have a back and forth with you, Briggs. So, you know, it ain't going to be right without Briggs being over there. I'm telling you that right now. If we ain't got Briggs over there, we fucking up. You know what I'm saying? And if we ain't got Auntie over there, we fucking up. But I'm glad Auntie came by. Auntie, we will be doing we'll be checking in again tomorrow. Auntie, hey, Dame,
Yes.
is she on the
Yes.
server? Is she on the
Yeah, she's
server?
on the server. Yeah, she's on the server.
Auntie, you know you can come on the server, right? We're there every day, so we can talk. Okay. All right. So those who want to join the 1 o'clock challenge, you can, if you want to stay. Yeah, Auntie, you on the server. Okay. You have access to us almost, every day if you want. Do you know how to get into voice? Because we be sitting on voice all day. We was talking to Mama Rain today, so you can, you know, check in with us. And I'm glad you are happy with your weight. Let's keep it up. You're gonna lose a lot more than that. You're gonna lose a lot more than that. Okay. We plan to have y'all click clacking around here, switching and throwing hips when it's all said and done, looking sexy as you want to be. Okay. With these big, huge smiles on your face. I love a black woman's happiness. It's a great feeling. All right. So Auntie, we're on the server. Okay. So anybody else? It's not too late. You can join the 1 o'clock challenge. Okay. I know you are gonna be. That's what I'm talking about, Auntie. You go. I love it. I love it. See, that's what I'm talking about. That is, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Auntie. Switch, girl. Throw them hips. You gonna be throwing them bad boys. Somebody gonna get knocked the fuck out. They better get out of your way. y'all better, y'all at the end of this 1 o'clock challenge, y'all better stay out of Auntie's way. Them damn hips gonna knock somebody the fuck out. You gonna be switching them bad boys hard as hell. Yeah, Briggs, like I said, they gonna be, hey, Briggs, I gotta have you over there, man. Hey, they gonna be right if Briggs ain't over there. We bullshit. If Briggs ain't over there, man, we bullshit, for real. Gotta have it. And bro, Rob, you're welcome too. Like I said, you're special though, bro, Rob. You're like Cynthia G. So you're gonna, no matter what channel I'm on, you're gonna get a wrench if you show up. And I'm gonna send you the link to the new channel too, bro, Rob. You know what I'm saying? So you're definitely a brother that I want to see on the new BPN channel, dropping your wisdom. Okay. So we're gonna have our main mods and then our special mods like a Bro Rob and Cynthia G and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But definitely gotta have Briggs up there, man. That's my man. Without Briggs, be playing games, man. You know what I mean? I'm sorry about the connection being slow. It's YouTube. I'm glad you feel good, Auntie, and we're gonna have more. You know what, man? I'm gonna be. The more people come in with stories, I'm gonna be on here hollering, rubbing it in the face of all of these niggas who hate black women, all these niggas who keep spewing these white supremacist talking points about black women being overweight. Every time one of the black women who are participating in this program says she lost weight, she feel good, I'm gonna be on this motherfucker howling about it. I mean, howling until the cows come home, and hope they don't like it. Every time a black woman or brother on here said, look, man, I'm losing weight, I'm feeling good about myself, I feel great, I'm gonna get on this motherfucker and start howling about it. Exactly, Rob. You see, I'm glad you said that, Rob, because I was telling Dame about most black people don't know their own biology because we study white biology all our lives, right? We don't never really study our own biology. We don't even know how our bodies react to things. We don't really know our bodies make it. We think our bodies are the same as white bodies, and they're not. You know, and it's kind of hard to find pictures of our own biology unless they're doing some goddamn experiment on us. You know what I'm saying? And so we don't know much about our own biology, our own bodies. We keep thinking that white people's bodies are just like ours, and they're not. They're not like ours. Okay? But I'm about to shut it down. But like I said, every time a black woman or brother that's doing a 1 o'clock challenge talking about some, they done lost some weight, they feel good about themselves, I'm gonna get on this motherfucker howling about it, boasting about it, bragging about it, and in the face of all of these coward ass niggas who hate who hate black women, who hate black people, who don't want to see black people do well, who keep mouthing all of these fucking white supremacist talking points about black women being overweight and black people being healthy. I'm going to howl until the cows come home. I mean, every time I hear somebody's, this is helping me, I'm coming on here, yeah, and so-and-so just lost 12 pounds. I mean, I'm going to be howling about it. Yeah, Richard Architect, man. The notifications aren't really going out as well. They're not hitting everybody for some reason. Everybody's not getting the notifications. It's a YouTube thing. Just make sure your notifications, like, turn them off and turn them back on. Just click them off and click them back on. That usually helps with the notifications. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm not gonna play the music. I'm just gonna get on out of here. The music thing is fucked up. Uh, you know, Zoom is not. For some reason, Zoom don't want us to play music, but I'll get that fixed at some point. All right. So everybody, I want to say thank you for coming out. Peace, power, and unity, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow for Ladies Night. But Ladies Night will not be airing. We will be doing a special gangster talk. Ladies Night will be back the following Saturday. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your night. See you later. Peace, power, and unity.